your name? Emotional. I don't think they heard you, man. Emotional. Who's the best rapper around? Emotional. Who's the new killer in town?
What's going on, YouTube? We are back at it for another reaction video. I am your Sultan of Sexy. You know where the best be. It's me, can't you see? I'm fresh and so clean. What's going on, y'all? We back at it for another reaction video. This is From Rap to Riches, the truth about money in rap. Untold, channel 4. Now I want to shout out the channel too. This is where is it? This is 4 Stories. I want to shout them out. Shout out to y'all. So I seen Lady Leisha was on this one, so I wanted to check it out. So like, comment, subscribe. Now baby, let's vibe. Hit the button, baby.
Someone offered me 26 million for like a percentage of the company already.
Really?
And I said no.
Really?
Initially, we invested 250k into the business.
Millionaires sell music and billionaires sell products.
Wait, say that again, brother. Say that again.
Initially, we invested 250k into the business.
Millionaires sell music and billionaires sell products.
Talk that business.
He's got to be a billionaire.
You waiting for somebody to bring your career to you, you're not gonna have a career. You gotta go get it.
That is a bar, bro. Like, I remember when I first started doing YouTube, I can be 100 about it. Like, I wanted somebody to come in and like help me, and like I was trying to like I wanted to be in people's groups and stuff like that. And it's just like, cause I wanted somebody to come in and like, you know, help me get to that next level. But it was just like, it got to a point where I'm like, it's not happening. And I noticed, and I'm like, okay, this isn't happening. It's like anytime that I try to be a part of somebody else's table, it doesn't work. And I heard, who was that? Eric Thomas said something about, I'm paraphrasing it, but instead of like trying to join somebody else's table, create your own table. Create your own table. And I ain't gonna lie, that's a real line. That's a real line, bro.
The reason why I do everything other than music right now is it wasn't a choice. There was no option.
I feel like, what, for 9 years, I've never seen a penny from music sales.
As well as being a musician, you're a brand.
We've always had a British dream in comparison to the American dream.
We've got our Jay-Z's. We've got our Puff Daddies, man.
We can do anything.
I ain't gonna lie, this vid hard. And we only, what, a minute in?
Step to the party like a OG. Party jumping, neighbors can't go sleep. Now the neighbors trying to pull the police.
I don't want to be pigeonholed as a, you know, a rapper, artist. I want to be able to see as someone that can do multiple things, have multiple sides.
Krept, one half of a UK rap duo, Krept and Conan. I don't know them. I don't know them. NME Award 2020, Mobile Award 2015, BT Award. Okay, sir. Property investor, okay. Co-founder of Krept and Cones, co-founder of Nala's Baby. Okay, sir. Boss man, boss man.
To them, whether it's, you know, music, business, being a dad. There were so many different moments where I've had that, like, is this even real? Like, the music's actually taking us here. Even when in our mobile, and we had all the man on stage. We had a show in Jerusalem.
Really?
And they were singing our song. And then
That's
when we
tough.
was leaving, they was chasing the car like, bah, 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 bah.
Hey, there's so many people that have left the scene. Mad thing, man. And I can't see them anymore.
Hey,
Where
go
are
there.
Where are you now?
Go there.
Where? Can't see you.
I said it in my SPTV. SPTV, the entrepreneur. I said that without even realizing that's what I was going to become. A radio host, I present TV shows, music, and my business with Kama Vodka. You gotta be passionate for it, I guess.
Reg. Do I know that one? Do I know Reg? I don't think so.
My success here should be about people that I'm never gonna meet, family members that I'm never gonna meet, because they come 100 years after me.
Hey, big vision, big vision.
Music isn't something I do, it's something I am. Before I received any finance for rapping, I was happy to do so. Now I'm able to look after my family and continue to make music, and it pays me. I almost feel like I've got some cheat code or something. It doesn't even feel justified.
Tell her don't waste my time. Police wanna stop me, search my clothes. Tell them don't waste my time. If it ain't money, I ain't involved.
Millionaires sell music and billionaires sell products.
The UK rap is a hidden economic success story that's not talked about or understood or studied nearly enough. In the last 5 years, hip-hop is the only genre in the UK that's grown year on year, the only genre to grow year on year in that time. It's grabbing people's attention. It's the defining cultural force of our time. In the UK, you've got Wretch, Krept, Leisha, all following in the path that's well-trodden in the US, building these businesses, building these brands, monetizing audiences way beyond music, building the culture.
Matter of fact, I remember we reacted to it. Leash was doing ice skating too. She did an ice skating thing too. I thought was interesting. Anyway, continue.
Just 3% of UK rap artists earn at least £50,000 a year from their recorded music. Just 3%.
I think rappers are definitely more successful in venturing out to different businesses now because they're realizing they can capitalize off the following they already have built from music.
I hold it down like a Snapchat. Go over your head like a snapback. Uploaded a pic, double tap that. And your flow so old.
Granddad. Bruh.
Social media is a big part to selling any product now.
Me, from an estate who doesn't have money but I have an iPhone, I can now compete with someone's business who does have a startup money, because as long as I can build awareness, because that's what helps sell your business. If you've got money, you can do flyers. If you've got money, you can do adverts. If you've got money, you can do radio adverts, TV adverts. You can do so many things to put a product in people's face.
Before, you would have to pay huge amounts of sums to be on television, to be on billboards, or to be in newspapers. Where now, I can essentially download a free app, and tomorrow, after doing some funny dances, you don't want to see me doing dances, have 1 million people following me. That's a huge opportunity for people to build up a marketplace that they can sell stuff.
So when you're tapping into the fan base you already have, and you're just utilizing that for another business, you can't go wrong, do you know what I mean?
So it just kind of made the playing field a lot more even.
So for example, when we released the free flavors of Camera Vodka, I went onto my TikTok account, I've got 1 million followers on there.
Hey.
Not 1 million people are gonna see it, but I'm thinking that. And I've gone and done like one of the most popular viral things that's happening, which then brought loads of new people onto my page. Because I said, this is my brand, innit? And there's loads of people in the comments saying, where can we get it and all that? And it's going on the For You page. That's like where anyone worldwide can see it.
But I got a new wristwatch. Let's go toe to toe. Flip flops. I make the crowd jump like crisscross. I got a dark skinned friend that looks like
Rachel Dozel.
And I got a light skinned friend that
looks like Rachel Dozel.
Which one?
Sure.
I've never in my life, thought I would be doing baby skincare. Not once in my life.
That's different.
But life took me there.
I ain't never heard of no artist doing no baby skincare, but then again, it's really smart though, because folks is always having kids. Like, it's a baby probably just born right now as I'm talking about it. Like, it's always babies being born. So actually, that's really smart. Freaking genius behavior.
Vodka, the reason that came about is because during lockdown, everything was still then. There weren't no performances, there was no music, nothing.
Green Machine is the name of the company. It's a CBD brand. The THC level that we're, allowed to have in these products is minimal. It's 0.2. That doesn't get you high. That's the first thing people come in and say, whoa, is this gonna get me? No, you don't get high. It's calming, it's balanced. Do you get what I'm saying? It's medicinal.
We researched and found out that it's about $75 billion in the vodka industry. So we was just thinking, we only need 1% of that. We'll be all right.
It was a case of, got this idea. We knew what we wanted to call it. We knew our daughter's name was Nala's baby. This makes sense. We need a zero-rated, natural, clean product. It don't exist.
Found Alchemist. We figured out what liquids, what tastes, what flavors we wanted, what bottle designs, all of that. That was all sorted within the team.
And we was with the lab back and forth and then they would send it back here and say, yeah, we got it to X amount % natural. And we're like, nah, it needs to be more, it needs to be more.
We just wanted to see what would happen in it, so we released 3 flavors first.
Green Machine is like, I'm the rap equivalent. If you ask Rich for a verse, you're getting, this is what you're getting. Within CBD, this is what we're delivering.
We're about to go into another 200 more stores.
Come on, brother.
Syrup with the eyes. Live life, never worry about the price. Fake fire.
You know, before our rap
I need to check
scene
out some of
and our
their
rap
music.
culture was as big as it was today, we only could look at, you know, the American culture of, you know, the power moves that they made.
Diddy is a business and a brand. He's now able to attach himself to create a next brand, which is Ciroc. Do you get what I'm saying? Which then he brings back into the business where his brand is normally associated with hip hop and he markets it through that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Syrup with the eyes. Live life, never worry about the price. Fake fires, I can see it in your eyes. Yeah, she just wanna get told off.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I kind of want to hear that song, low key. I want to hear that mug, bro. I want to hear that mug. Let me know if y'all want to do that video.
After the conversation with Diddy, it was like, it just made me feel charged. His whole energy is just like, we can do anything.
They definitely set the levels, they lay the blueprint, and we'd be stupid to not copy it, to not use it, to not find what we can, you know, we can own and we can have for ourselves. Because I think above all, it's about trying things, and beyond that, it's about ownership as well.
In the US, Dame Dash or Master P set the path many years ago with transitioning from recording music to building products and brands and media companies as well. And in the UK, we're starting to see the start of that now.
You tell me a company that makes a comic book, a children's book, a comedy, a drama, a magazine, a streaming service, and a television network, directs the movies, writes the movies. Who does that? I was 100% confident that whatever I was doing was going to affect the whole world in a big way. You know, I like the fact that these UK artists have taken this independent template and taken it to different levels. When I see that artists have their own buildings with a bunch of collective of artists and they're independently making things happen on their own terms, that's the type of shit I'm talking about. It's always supposed to be about the verticals. The music is just a vehicle to promote all the other things.
Yeah.
The music showcases your point of view. But when you're an artist, you're supposed to have good taste in everything.
I can't remember if it was Diddy or one of
I think I remember some with Rihanna, like she used the music to build awareness of her, and then she started like selling other stuff, like I think the Fenty and other stuff. Like it's like I don't even know if she's still even gonna do music. I don't even know if she's still gonna do music, because like she can just sell stuff to folks.
Them said it, and it was like, music makes meals, clothing on the business, 100 millions.
Did you have a clothing label?
Yeah, I had a clothing one as well. I had one called Retro Boys. And that made me understand the margin of profit in different areas.
I do an octopus, right? It's the artist and all the legs are the verticals. So each one of them legs have to be stimulated. It's a movie, it's a documentary, it's a book, it's a calendar, it's a philanthropy. You know, it's all the ways that this one thing is gonna stimulate this. And if one leg doesn't work, you cut that off and something else will grow back. It doesn't affect the head. I was an entrepreneur before we sold music, I sold drugs. And if you can survive in the street, this is easy.
Street business and business is the same principle. It's just one is illegal and one is legal.
We've always had a British dream.
I heard somebody say something about like what's it called? Like drug dealers are like they would be the best entrepreneurs or something like that. I'm paraphrasing it. Because it's like if you can sell stuff that you ain't got no business selling, you can sell this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Interesting. So it's that just confirmed what I was thinking.
An entrepreneur before we sold music, I sold drugs. And if you can survive in the street, this is easy.
Street business and business is the same principle. It's just one is illegal and one is legal.
We've always had a British dream in comparison to the American dream. We just never had 40 acres to chase after, right? Get access to free education, which our American cousins don't have.
Yeah.
Use that to climb the social mobility ladder and then go into the world of work or business with the knowledge and information that you have to better your life and be in a better position than your parents were.
We've got our Jay-Z's. We've got our Puff Daddies, man. I do believe in England, man. I believe in our talent.
Seeing that, you know, minority of their net worth is from their music and majority of it is from the moves that they made, made me realize there's so much more to than just being an artist.
The fakes never lost, whoa. She didn't rate me at the start, whoa. Now she wanna hit me like it's called.
9 years we was with the same label. So our deal was so mad, yeah, that even if we made them back the money that they spent, we still wouldn't have recouped. I feel like, what, for 9 years, I've never seen a penny from music sales.
Wow.
For 9 years.
Wow.
Sorry, say that again?
9 years, nothing? That's crazy. 9 years is wild.
So with a label, it's 80-20. So 80% to the label, 20% to the artist. But you recoup from your 20% only. So if they spend £1 million and you make them back £1 million, you've only recouped 200 grand. And because of that deal, it made man so hungry that we just done so much other things. In terms of like the people in the label, they never ever gave us stress or like I said, you can't put this out. Everything we brought to the label, they was like, yeah, cool. Music video, this is the idea, this is what it's gonna cost. Cool, like they did do that.
Okay. But that's still, wait, because the 80-20, it's like, I get it, because I remember T-Pain explained it. It's like, folks be saying like labels is crooked and stuff like that, but he was saying something, I'm paraphrasing it, it was something along the lines of like, the people, it's like, what was it? It was something like, people, what is it? The labels, like, you just giving them back the money that they invested in you. Like, they gave you some money and they want their money back. That's it. But, like, it's just like, I guess it's when I heard the 80-20 thing, it's like my brain is just like, what? But then they let them just go. So it's like, okay.
I've never seen a penny from music sales for 9 years.
Sorry, say that again?
From rap to riches.
So with a label, it's 80-20. So 80% to the label, 20% to the artist. But you recoup from your 20% only. So if they spend £1 million and you make them back £1 million, you've only recouped 200 grand. And because of that deal, it made man so hungry that we just done so much other things. In terms of like the people in the label, they never ever gave us stress or like I said, you can't put this out. Everything we brought to the label, they was like, yeah, cool. Music video, this is the idea, this is what it's gonna cost. Cool, like they did do that.
I was in my album camp, so that's like bare producers in a house in the wilderness. And I was just like thinking about like, rah, how could I make a song like from two sides, like speak about things that men are annoyed with about women and things that women are annoyed with about men.
First of all, I hate the way you talk to me, but I can't stand when you're ignoring me.
Pardon my French.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
With anything that's worth having, like there's got to be a little bit of risk that you're willing to take there. And if you believe in something as well, don't be afraid to, you know what I'm saying, spend your money on yourself and your own dreams. Haven't even planned for the stock yet and how we're gonna facilitate Boots if we get listed. If we're gonna get this much Boots stores, we're gonna need to order hundreds of thousands of bottles. Like hundreds of thousands of bottles. I'm saying, what do you mean, like hundreds of thousands of bottles? Do you know how much money that is? The hustler mode was like, yo, spoke to my financial advisor, said, yo, look, this is what we want to do. It's like, cool, make an investment pitch, and you just got to go around pitching to people.
Forget the money, cause the money is ours. Hey, 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 now.
Might spend 20 cause I'm getting it.
So now I've got to raise 7 figures in a couple of months. So I think for the whole of like December to January, just back to back, just sitting on Zoom calls, going to presentations and just pitching it to people, to strangers. And they're all just in their suits. Like, I'm pitching it to my brethren. Like, Conan is one of the people that I'm pitching it to. Like, I'm pitching it to everyone around, man. Everyone that we pitched was like, yeah, I want it. There was so much risk in what we did, but again, like, you know what I'm saying? Scared money doesn't make no money.
Someone like myself, I never wanted to have a credit card because I have enough money to buy what I'm trying to buy. So I don't understand the principle or the reason of why the world respects a credit card owner. So I'm just doing everything, paying. When it's come to time to buy my house, they're like, well, your credit's not good. I'm like, how can my credit not be good? I have money. It's like, yeah, you can have money, but we don't know that you're trustworthy.
The credit. That was something I remember me and my pops had a conversation about, like, basically like buying everything cash or something like that. And then like when it comes to the but like I noticed there was certain things people would tell me, it's like, yo, like, but you need credit for a car, you need a credit for a house, you need credit for all these different things, because like he said, it's about building trust. And it's like, I get it, but at the same time, it's like, if I can pay for it, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I respect the mindset. Like, yo, like, I can afford this. I can buy this. So why do I need to have credit? So it's like, I get it. I get why we have to have credit, but at the same time, I get why he felt the way that he did. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, if I got the money, like, what do you mean? Like, why wouldn't I be trustworthy if I have the bread to pay for it? It's in your face. Here you go. Like, what's more trustworthy than liquid cash? You know what I'm saying?
Rating and its impact on individuals has to be talked about, because once again, going back to when we talked about financial literacy, if you make bad decisions, your credit rating could be negative, which will impact the decisions or the opportunities that you get access to. For an entrepreneur, it's really important to know what your credit rating is, because that may help you to make decisions about how you fund your business, how you fund the growth of the business or acquisitions of other assets.
Show that you can borrow money, spend it, and pay it back. I'm like, wow, that's what you respect. And it's like, that lesson I shouldn't have to learn that lesson at 20 something. I feel like something like that should be taught in school.
Yeah.
That's when I learned it too, bro. I get it.
I'm gonna ramp around this year, you know. Look. Here comes the big baddie. Big.
Come on, baby father. Come through, man. Now, he was my baby father in the film. 13 years down the line, we've decided to come together to be business partners. King, what's going on?
Calling him baby father is crazy.
Steps in, wholesale routes to market. So we've now got quite a lot of cash and carries in Birmingham that are now taking on the products.
So obviously the baby show, it got cancelled last year because of COVID, so we weren't able to do it. This one's going to be massive.
Speaking to the baby show, they said there's a big demographic of expecting mothers. So it might be a lot of mothers that are not even aware yet of any brand they're going to be using. So we really need to capture them on first instance.
Funny if you didn't like it.
It's good.
Oh, this is the CBD thing he was doing.
The market really now is looking for, wholesalers that can distribute to the corner shops and stuff. Getting the brand out there to the people. That's what we're all about, really.
In terms of budget, I know that you've allocated a nice portion to us, but is there any way that we're able to increase that?
You say nice portion and increase it. I put a lot of money into ads alone, just content creation, the team. We've got a YouTube series coming out, a whole Nala's Baby YouTube channel with.
So I'll take that as a no.
Stick to the budget. Because you guys.
After sell a pack, tryna get a stock, see the rock socks, get a boy walk, see the girl there, looking like a snack. If you see the back, I'm a pimp.
Does krept rest
No, I don't, I don't.
I don't know how I make time. I don't even think that I have enough time to just focus on me.
I'm just working, bro, all the time, like constantly. But to be honest, when I'm with my daughter, I have to cut off everything by force. Dad, I need you now.
That's one thing about fatherhood that I'm a little nervous about, because I don't want to be one of them fathers that's like, what's the word? I'm so caught up in work that I don't make time for my kids. And I'm like, dog, like, cause I'm like, I can only imagine being a father, and it's like I'm making this money and I'm trying to make this money for my child, but at the same time, it's like I have to make time for my child, because the child, from what I would think, right, from my assumption, they don't care about that. They just want time with daddy, or they just want time with mama. You know what I'm saying? But it's like how do you? It's like, it seemed like one of these. It seemed like it would be like ripping a Band-Aid off to like completely just stop it, but at the same time, it sounds wrong. Parents, let me know if there's any parents watching. Like, how do you turn off that switch of like, hey, wait a minute, I'm not in work mode? Like, how do you find that balance? Because that was something that I worry about. That's something I worry about. I ain't gonna lie. Because like I said, I be thinking in my head like I'm gonna mess around and be one of them parents that's always working on something, and then I forget. Wait a minute, I gotta make time for my kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be afraid of that.
Album camp out of London, just you and the producers. All you speak about during them 7 days or 2 weeks is music. If I had my way, I would live in a house like that. To me, that is the closest I've been to paradise.
When I do have my spare time, the way I unwind is playing FIFA. I'm not gonna lie, like that's my back. That's me. That's Melisha. The reason why I do everything other than music right now is it wasn't a choice. There was no option. At the end of 2019, my sister passed away, and she died because of breast cancer. She left 6 kids behind.
R.I.P.
And her husband had died 3 years before that. So now they don't have parents. My mom, she
I forgot
is an
she
angel,
had them
queen.
kids too.
She just quit her jobs, just kept them all together, do you know what I mean? Now me, being who I am, and how I am with kids anyway, I felt like it was my responsibility.
6 words, I found my treasure in you.
Having children allowed me to be who I'm supposed to be.
People hating their fathers because they wasn't there for them, or this, that, and the fourth. And I just wanted to kind of be that person to show like, yo, being a dad is sick.
Before that, it was just music and nothing else.
It's also good to inspire a lot of people. I've got so much messages from dad saying, you know what, you made me want to step up and be a better father.
In terms of generational wealth, I think it's about us stepping onto ladders that we've only walked past. And I say that to say it's common in other communities for the parents to remortgage the house once the kids get to 18, give them that money, then they get to, that's their deposit, they get to get their house, do the same thing for their kids. And that's pretty much a grassroots level thing in that community. Whereas for us, it's unheard of.
Well, I think for me, it's like generational wealth is a big thing. I definitely want to have that for my kids, my sister's kids as well. And just knowing that I've left a legacy behind.
As an artist, there becomes certain opportunities that you can create for people. My friend just come out of jail, needed a job. I said, I want you to run this for me. And he was able to do that. And he was able to get, paid and legitimately do something else that was able to come from an opportunity that I created, whether it's hiring your friends to be your managers or tour managers or whatever it is. Like
me and Zion, when we had to go and bring CDs.
It's funny he said that, because I was just talking to one of my partners about this the other day, like literally yesterday, and it was like talking about like wanting to build something for my friends, because I see a situation that a lot of my friends is in, and I'd be like, dawg, like, man, if I could provide an opportunity for him, he wouldn't be going through this and going through that. And it's like, I want to be able to provide opportunities to help my friends, my family, and also just showcase artists. Like, I remember when Leash was going through her stuff and like when she dropped the music, because she was going through a lot, and I would love to be able to like give back to her what she did for me, like posting me on the stories and stuff like that, especially because like folks don't normally showcase smaller reaction channels. And it's like, she showed me a lot of love, bro. She showed me a lot of love, bro. And I remember she put me on her Snapchat story too, and I would love to be able to give that love back to her, because she, again, like, it's not too many artists that will show you that type of love. You know what I'm saying?
To Birmingham or drop 20 CDs to Manchester. That takes the whole day, bro. By the time you come back, bro, what's happened? Bro, that happened, you know? They came, did it. So much little things happen, and it's like, because I've been out and come back, I'm like, bro, it's actually not that deep. Like, the world is bigger than the estate. So then it's like, hey, next time we're going, can we bring the man in? Like, hey, I got a show in Bristol. Come, we're leaving at 9. You get what I'm saying? So we go Bristol, we come back, and it's just like, just that 3 or 4 or 2 hour journey and coming back does so much for a person, bro. It gives so much purpose. It opens the eyes of people that have been walking around with their eyes closed, bro.
Yeah. This is inspiring, bro. I ain't
like
gonna
to
lie.
step into areas where you don't always see us. And I like to show that we can compete everywhere.
I am currently looking into having my own salmon line. Makes sense. Why am I buying up people's salmon? I have it nearly every day, you know, so this is a big thing.
I just want to go to the highest
talk about
place that I
salmon.
can possibly, as krept, get to. And to say I've given it my all and I tried everything and I exhausted all my options to get there.
Yeah.
If I'm someone that holds myself in such high regard in literature, then I need to take that elsewhere. Hence why you've got Wretch being able to do a book, which is called Rapology, which we're also at the moment in conversations with being able to implement parts of that book in the curriculum, you know, to help, you know, a Wretch or a Gets at 11 years old.
I'm just focused on Camel and I'm focusing on getting my salmon line. That's it. That's what I want. And
Get
so
your
it's gonna
money.
happen.
And I just want to do something that's so great that it does, you know, inspire a whole nother generation, and something that my daughter can be like, yo, my dad smashed it.
Any artist that is watching this as well need to come out of the space of I can only do music, because you can do everything, you know.
I love this vid, bro, because it's like, it was like I saw Leash on the thumbnail and I'm like, oh, Leash is on this? I gotta check it out. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's so inspiring seeing like artists that are also talking about other things besides how, like, telling us like, yo, like, I make money this way, I make money that way. I'm talking about like, I'm trying to have a legacy, and it's like getting to see the artists, how they think and how they move and why they work so hard and so on and so forth. And it's like, yo, like, it's interesting seeing like also like the parent side, you know what I'm saying? Or like just being a caregiver to a child, and it's like seeing like, yo, like, so this keeps me going. Like, I remember Alicia was talking about her, I think her sister's name is Carmen, right? Her sister's name is Carmen, and then you got her mama, and then all the kids, her sister Carmen kids, and then the mama and herself. And it's like, yo, like, that I can understand why that would inspire you to work to a whole nother level. And then the other guys, I don't want to say their names wrong. I know it was Wretch for sure. There was Wretch and Krept. That's what it was. Like, just seeing like, okay, so this is what fatherhood was like for me. And like, you know, it's like, because again, like, one of the things for me was like, I worry sometimes about like, okay, can I handle fatherhood and working? Because I feel like I'm gonna mess around and get to a point where I'm so locked in on work. It's like, how do I cut that off, or how do I balance that? But I think it's also one of them things where I'm gonna have to figure it out in the midst of going through it. You know what I'm saying? But like, it's interesting seeing like the different ideas, because like the baby skincare, phenomenal idea, really good idea. It's gonna be a thing that's always in demand because people always having kids, And especially if you build up, especially because like it's attached to an artist, if it's attached to an artist that they know, and then so they gonna want to watch it, they gonna want to check it out just off that, and then like if it's legit, they gonna come back. They gonna come back because I notice people come back when they find out, okay, this is legit. You know what I'm saying? But this is a really inspiring video. I really like this video. But I'm thinking about her though. PC's it, baby. Lay out.